Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen, and I'm super excited because today I'm starting the deck of panning Project Pan. I saw this project last year on YouTube. A lot of people were doing it, and it always looked like a lot of fun. This year I am doing a yearly Project Pan, but I knew that in addition to the yearly Project Pan, I also wanted to do some other little projects, and I'm actually wrapping up a Mac project pan in February, so I figured this be a good time to start another one. A lot of people's intros went up on the 20th, so I am a little bit late putting mine up, but I do plan on getting back on schedule next month. So a little background to this in case you have no idea what deck of panning is. This was started by Emily and Max. I will link her intro video down below. She'll go through like even more detail about what this project is about. And she got the idea from a booktuber, Books with Maddie. The way this works is you need a deck of cards, and each card there is a corresponding prompt that will help you pick out the product to use, which I think is a lot of fun. I think she said it was like 5 products you pick, with the potential of there being maybe 6 or 7 depending on the card that you choose, because I think that's actually one of the prompts is to add something else in. Oh yes, there's also a game board that has all the prompts listed, which she also has linked, and I'm going to link down below, so I'm going to be using that. And that game board changes the 10th of every month. Okay, I'm going to shuffle my deck and we'll see what I end up picking. First card, an 8 of hearts. This is subscription box. Okay, we have 2 of clubs, which is most recent purchase. Next card is the King of Spades. This one is also a newest product. Okay, I hope I'm doing this right. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but... So far I have those 3 cards, and then the 6 of Spades is a baked product. And last but not least, I have the 10 of Diamonds. So this would be something glittery. Okay. All right. So I'm going to write down these prompts and I will get back to you with the products that I chose for each of these. So this should be fun. All right, guys, I picked out all the products. Excited to show you all, and let's see what I ended up picking out. Okay. So for the 10 of Diamonds, it was something glittery. I ended up picking this ColourPop eyeshadow. It's one of their Super Shock eyeshadows. This one is called I Heart This. And I don't have too many ColourPop eyeshadows, but this is one of 4 that I have. And it is definitely glittery. I don't have too many glittery shadows left in my stash anymore. There is some hard pan, so I have to use a brush with this. If I try to use my finger, the hard pan starts forming. And it looks pretty sheer here, but it is very glittery. It's like a silvery taupe type of shade. I do always want to get used to my ColourPop Super Shock shadows because of the formula, and I mean, I don't really have any issues with them drying out or anything yet, but yeah, I don't want it to dry out. So I do want to get as much use out of these as possible. So I thought that was a pretty good one. I think I'm going to go for 10 uses on this eyeshadow because I don't think I want to finish any eyeshadows this year at all. Like, I'm not looking to do that. I'm just trying to get more use out of everything in general. So I think I'm going to go with 10 uses on this guy and get more of a dent in there than the one that I put in there recently. So yeah, I'm excited to pull this one out. Next, we have the 6 of Spades, which is something baked. And the first thing that came to my mind are the Laura Geller blushes that I have. This one is called the Blush and Brighten blush in the shade Boysenberry. It looks a little bit warm on here, but I feel like it has different undertones. Like, it has some cool undertones, but it kind of shows up a little rosy. This was sort of on the chopping block for me, and then I pulled it in recently and I enjoyed using it then, so I was like, okay, I think I still want to keep this because it does go on very nicely and it doesn't look like too much. It's like a really decent blush. A lot of her blushes are really good that I have. They are getting older though in my collection, and they're just very large, you know what I mean? And they're very good though. I don't think I'm ever going to finish any of these blushes in my lifetime, but I mean, if they're going to be in my collection, might as well use it, right? So I'm going to say for this blush to use it. Ooh, I don't know, because I'm not trying to hit pan on blushes right now, except for one. I have one that I'm trying to hit pan on in another project, but I think 20 might be a pretty good number. I do rotate blushes too, so it won't be in the project forever, and I do use blush every day, so there's more chances of it getting used 20 times in a short amount of time, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be a nice blush to get more use out of and like really decide if I want to keep it or not. So the Two of Clubs was most recent purchase, and guys, I had to go back in the archives for this one because I don't buy makeup too often. When it came to actual like color cosmetics, most recent purchase was these two Glossier blushes, and I bought these like spring of last year, 2021. Any makeup that I bought like really recently is just like mascara that I use every day anyway, or foundation that I use every day anyway. So these are the only ones that would make sense to put in a project. Between these two, I'm trying to decide because this one looks like it has more usage on it, and this one has been a little bit more of a, not struggle to use because I like it. Maybe because I don't need as much of this because it's super dark. I don't tend to use as much of it. This is actually Storm by Glossier. And it's a really pretty berry shade. And I did pull this in not too long ago for like a Shop My Stash or something. I kind of like this one a little bit more than this one for some reason. I think because this is a little bit darker. So it's like, not that it's not natural looking because you can blend it out and everything, but it's just, yeah, it's a little bit more, I feel like you have to be a little bit more careful with this because it is so pigmented and dark. So really make sure you're not overdoing it. So I think I'm going to go with this one. We're going to bring this one back in. Because the other one is 20 uses, I don't want to do 20 and 20. So I might even just keep it at like 10 uses for this. So I think that seems like a fair amount of time. I don't like having too many blushes going in projects because I have one I'm trying to pan, and then there's this one, and then there's this one. So it's like I want to be able to actually hit goals at a somewhat decent rate. So we'll pull this one in, and I do want to start seeing movement on this blush and get into a cycle of using my newer makeup in addition to my older makeup just as frequently, because I don't want to focus so much on all my old stuff that my newer stuff gets neglected. So I think newer for me, I mean, I feel like spring sounds like ages ago of 2021. I want to start seeing usage on my new stuff too. So that's the most recent purchase. And for 8 of Hearts, that is subscription box. So something from a subscription box, which I actually don't have any subscriptions. I have not ever, I think, had any subscription box, but my friend did a subscription box and she gave me a bunch of her hair products. I think she had like an Ipsy subscription at one point, or one of those, something like that. And this was years ago. She gave me a whole bunch of little samples. And if you are new to my channel, I have been working on getting my hair products down in number, and I've been pretty successful. Last year was a really good year for getting a lot of things pushed out, but here's another tiny sample. It is the Lumiere Super Comb Prep and Protect, and it has like a cute little like alligator comb thing on the front. It's a prep and protect product, so I guess it's before like heat styling, I guess. It's supposed to strengthen and repair, and it's a leave-in conditioner, it says, with instant detangling, which is ideal for all hair types. Color protection and UV protection. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of something that I see myself benefiting from, because I do like heat styling my hair now. I was kind of getting away from that a little bit, but wearing my hair like a little bit straighter than I had been. It's not like I don't use like a straightening iron these days, but like I do like blowouts and stuff like that to the best of my ability. So I think something like this will be really great. So I'm excited to finish this up and move it out. So I will make the goal of finishing this product. I don't know. I think it'll go hopefully pretty quickly. That's my hope, but we'll see. I'm excited to pull in a hair product though. Last but not least, we have the 8 of Spades, which is the newest product in your collection. And I actually did end up getting a palette for Christmas. This is from my sister-in-law. She got me the Naked 3 Urban Decay palette, which I thought was so cool. I'm sure most of you have seen this palette before. This is brand spanking new. I'm super excited to try it out. It's been a long time, a really long time since I've had any kind of new eyeshadow in my collection. I didn't like put myself on a low buy or no buy or anything like that. I just haven't bought any because I've been like just trying to get to know my own collection more and use my own stuff. So, but at the same time, like I was decluttering things and getting rid of makeup as well. So this was a nice like neutral addition to my collection. I'm excited to try all the like, you know, the glittery shades in here. I need to set a goal, don't I? I'm obviously not going to finish this. I don't want to do anything like that. I definitely want to give this a test drive type of goal. So I think for that, a realistic test drive goal for me, because I am trying to, I do have other projects going. I think I'm going to try to reach for this palette 20 times. 20 times. 9, 12. There are 12 shades in here. And over that 20 times, I do want to hit up every single shade. So I do have to use each shade at least once. And after that, however I want to combine things to hit 20 times is fine. I think 20 times using this palette, and within that 20 times, every shadow has to be used at least once. Yeah, at least once. So at least I try every single one. So I think that's going to be a good test drive type of way to get some use on this palette and get a feel for it. I think that'll be cool. So that's my goal for this palette, and I'm excited because it's new, and who doesn't like trying new makeup? That is it. I hope I didn't botch my intro in terms of like the rules and everything. It's from January 20th till December 20th, and you start with 5 products. It's a rolling project, but definitely check out her video. She definitely goes into way more detail than I do, and check out the spreadsheet because all the information's on there as well. Like, she really spelled out everything, so it's really easy to understand. I'm really excited to get started on these products. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me know if you're doing deck of panning and how you're doing with it. If it's your first time doing it, or if you did it last year, just definitely fill me in. I hope you plan on liking this video and subscribing to see how my journey unfolds with all these projects and my collection overall. I will catch you guys in my next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye!